How to build teams, how to have the kind of mindset that is geared towards success. These are some of the issues we're looking at on Issues and Answers. So how do we work around the egos? How do we work around people's insecurities at the workplace? Because if we don't, productivity is going to be affected.
It is.
Profitability is going to be affected. Trevor, you work with companies, work to help them to be high-performing companies. So you deal with that. You have some people in organizations that, well, it's hard to love, but we have to work with them.
Well, one fundamental issue, I believe, is a communication gap, in the sense that what I talk about is speaking the language of behaviors, in that there's a fundamental misunderstanding of what is being said. Between, for example, persons who are dominant. Very, very, very often they are misunderstood. That people just don't understand that communication. So it's like if you have a preference for what we call the dominant lifestyle, your communication is like speaking Russian to somebody who is speaking Japanese. And so one of the things that we try to do is to help people to understand the different languages, the different behavioral languages, which would be like dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. So people speak different languages. Little things like how you come across. You come across maybe too confident, too pushy, too whatever it is. And people shut down. They just don't understand it. What we have to understand, though, is that it's just a way of communicating. Is not, it doesn't mean anything more, it doesn't mean, and so the fact that I raise my voice doesn't mean that I want to offend you or whatever. I just want to be emphatic. I just want to whatever it is. However, for somebody who uses the S style, the steadiness, supportiveness, milk of human kindness, whatever it is, shouting is equivalent to boxing. It's a slap in the face. Respectable people don't shout. And so basically, once you're shouting, it's like I'm not hearing anymore. So some of these things, some fundamental things like this, the questioning, the doubting that comes from the
so
compliance.
We have to try to understand one another better then, eh?
That's what we try to do. We use the language. Use the language to say it is not that Ian is a terrible person. It is just that he speaks a different language. And if you understand his language, or try to get to a point where you understand his language, you'll just come to a better understanding. I don't know if we have 10 seconds, but let me just give you a quick instance. We are in a meeting. I come out and I say to you, Ian, something you said in the meeting kind of offended me. And you say, sorry, Trevor, I didn't mean anything. I'm sorry. And I say, yes, Ian, I hear you, but why did you say it? And you say to me, Trevor, yeah, I'm sorry. And I said, but Ian, what? And I said, Trevor, I'm going to say sorry. You understand what I'm saying? Because basically you don't have that patience, etc., to explain. Now, if I understood your language, I would know that when you said I'm sorry, I must take that and accept it. But me, if I'm using an S style, I'm going to be saying, oh no, but I need to understand it. Ian needs to understand why, so that it doesn't happen again. It's a different dynamic. And if you start to understand...
We don't have the patience, Trevor, we don't have the patience to be psychologizing people, man, and all that.
It's an easy language to learn, though,
The easy language.
People understand you. If I give you an example of dominance, you know it. If I give you an example of somebody who is always questioning, always doubting, you know it. People know it. If you can pick up the style easily. So what we want to do is to emphasize to people now that learn the behavior. Understand that when you're dealing with people, they're going to communicate in a particular style, and try to understand the underpinning of that style. Don't link it to the person. Look, don't think that they're wicked or bad or hard or difficult. Just understand that this is their worldview. This is how they perceive the world. This is how they want the world to run. And you are doing the same thing.
Professor Agri Brown used to teach us at UA at Carrimack that communication is not just the dissemination of information.
Absolutely.
Transference of meaning.
Absolutely.
I use one word, I mean one thing, but by the time that reaches you, totally different meaning.
A simple word like just, with the D style. When I say just do that, it sounds like a command.
Yes.
And I'm no. Why should I just do it?
Resist that.
You know, so there are certain words that are trigger words, and you just need to understand as you go through that there's a way to communicate across the styles that makes life easier.
Yes.
But it requires, as you say, some patience.
And you would say in the final few seconds that these soft skills are very important.
I don't want to call them soft skills anymore because they are fundamental core skills. If we had these core skills, we would have a far more progressive society, we'd have less violence. Even in the household, we have problems with these things.
Of course.
Where people can't even communicate.
Absolutely right. And a part of the...
Somebody would kill somebody with a bar of soap.
Absolutely. So domestic murders constitute a high proportion of the murders that we have. It's not just a lot of scamming.
Absolutely.
People can't resolve issues. People can't resolve conflicts in churches, in the business place, and in political parties. So these principles are important. We're not wasting time on issues and answers. Trevor Smith, Beaver Modification coach, is our guest today and has been talking to us about crucial issues. Next week I'll be back. Until then, Ian Boyne wishing you a pleasant day.